terrible. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tierra, and as you can tell by the title, I am going to be talking about all things posing. Okay, for my thick ladies, I'm a little thicky thick, you know, little thicky thick. So I'm just going to be talking about poses that I believe are flattering for, you know, the girls with the fupa, or the girls that kind of want to cover up or make their arms look smaller and things like that. So if that sounds like something of interest to you, go ahead and keep on watching. But before you do, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you would like to join the family, and also like this video if this is something that you want to continue to see on my channel. So let's get into it. So you guys, first I'm going to start off and say that I did get this jumpsuit from Fashion Nova. It's not zipped in the back because I don't have anyone to help me to zip it, so we're not going to really turn around that much during this video. But first I want to go ahead and get started. Okay, so we're going to start off with some very, very simple poses. I'm going to give you guys poses that I feel like us thick girls, us full figured women can go ahead and use to make sure that we still look flattering, make sure that we are comfortable with posting a picture or someone seeing the picture or anything else like that. When you're practicing your poses, I want you to go ahead and wear something tight, form-fitting, okay? So when you wear something form-fitting, you know that the pose looks good in that outfit. So more than likely the pose is going to look good in any outfit, right? Okay, so now that you've got your tight little jumpsuit on or your form-fitting clothing, let's go ahead and get started with the first pose. So the first pose, you want to turn your hip a little, sit in this hip, right? You want to sit in this hip. This is just going to give you guys some angles. You always want to give some angles. You don't want to just look straight ahead and boring, you know? This is boring. So you always want to make sure your shoulders are back, your posture is straight, and your chest is out, right? Let's practice good posture, because I know we all kind of slack sometimes. So you always want to practice good posture, and then you want to take this leg. This is your working leg right here, because this is where all the weight is going. So you want to go ahead and pop that hip out, sit in that, turn this out, and then you want to just go ahead and use your hands or your bag to kind of cover up your stomach if that's your insecure spot, or if that's just something that you don't want to be photographed in photos. So like I said, you can go ahead and do it like this. And you always want to create some type of angle, so make sure you either put your arm out like that, or you put your shoulders back like this, or like this. You want to have one arm, one angle always. Always want to have some triangles or something in there. You see that this is making a triangle, this is making a triangle, this is even making a triangle. You just want to go ahead and then that piece in the middle is also making a triangle. For the second pose, you want to give yourself a wide stance. So I know that when you stand like this, it doesn't look like you have much shape, right? But then when you decide to stand like this, it gives your thighs more definition. And if you have hip dips, this will kind of accentuate them if you like that thing. Or, you know, you can kind of cover it up like this if you decide to do this wide stance. So I like the wide stance pose because you can do anything with your hands. So like you see, I just did this. I'm creating angles. So my body isn't just straightforward. I'm not just standing straightforward with this wide stance. I'm giving it some poses, okay? I'm giving it some angles. You always want to give it some type of angles. You don't want to just stand straight up and down, because you're going to just look straight up and down. You can come here, and then you can pop that knee out. You come here and pop that knee out. And you see what that did for this curve? Gave me a little curve here, even more pronounced than what it already is. and then you just angles. You always want to give angles, okay? Always give angles. This is for the girls who don't like their arms, or their arms are too big for their liking. This is my weak spot. I do not like my arms. I think I have really big arms. So I always try to either conceal them or hide them in a photo. So you never want to just stand like this. This makes your arm look even wider than what it is. If it's just leaning on your body, you always want to take it away from your body, just like that. Never just like this, it makes it look bigger. So you always want to take it away from your body, and then make sure that you always put your shoulders back. And then the way to make your arms look a little bit slimmer is to move them away from your body, and also like this. You see how there's an angle, a triangle right there on both sides, and you see how the further away from the focal point, the smaller it's going to look. So my arms are back here, and I can either do this, right? Or I can put both of them back here, right? And that just accentuates your hips, your waist a little bit. You can even go up here to make your waist look even smaller, like this. So you always want to make sure that your arms are away from your body and push back if that is your weak spot. Because that, listen, ladies, the arms, that's some stubborn fat right there. Okay, I tell you that. So for pose number 4, you kind of just want to find something to lean on. So with this, I can lean on this, right? Lean on this. You want to pop your knee out. I say do the outer knee. This is the inner knee. Do the outer knee, and then go ahead and just rest your hands here. This covers up. Go ahead and rest your hands here, and this will cover up your stomach. And it'll also make your arms come away from the body. So you always just want to come here, and then it shows the curve of your back as well, right? So you can come here, right? Or you can come here, right? Always giving an angle. This is giving angles. The knee pop is giving angles. If you guys can see the full body is giving an angle at the bottom, because it's also creating a triangle in between both legs. You always want to have some type of angle just so the eyes can bounce around, which makes the picture look way more interesting, right? So this is just if you want to, you know, accentuate your curve. You see the boobs, you see the flatter stomach, because you're not putting all your weight back here. If you just put all your weight back here, this doesn't look, you know, appealing. If you do this, right, and do this, now your butt kind of becomes more tushy, you know? It becomes more tushy, and now people are paying attention to, ooh, her face, ooh, her angle, ooh, her butt, ooh, her leg pop, her knee pop, you know? So you just want to have people follow your body and make sure that the eyes are wandering throughout the whole photo. The next pose I'm going to talk about is the collarbone. Like you want to make yourself look slimmer, I guess. So you just want to do this and this, right? You can add some legs into it, do a little booty pop, but you always want to do like this. That collarbone is going to pop out. I know you guys can't see it under this top, but that collarbone is going to pop out, and it's going to make it look like you're a lot slimmer. Now, the name of the game is not to look slimmer. The name of the game is just to learn your angles, right? So I personally don't want to look slimmer in my photos. I just want to look like my weight is distributed properly, right? So when you have your arms here, you just push them forward, right? But you always want to stand tall, push them forward. I know it's going to feel so awkward while you're doing this, but just push them forward and go ahead and look away. You can look forward. You can stand wide and do this. But you just want to make sure that you're pushing your shoulders forward so that your collarbone is protruding, making it look as though, you know, your weight is distributed properly, you know, the more you know. So the next one is just the typical that girl kind of pose. You kind of just want to put your bag in front of your stomach or your belly or your tummy, however you say it, but you just want to stand here and pose. And you can do so many things with this pose. You can look away, you can look forward, you can do anything, but just have it here. Put your hand on your hip, create that angle, but just place the purse here just to cover up what you do not want seen here. Okay, so number 8, what you'll be doing is pushing your hip forward, and you kind of want to get like a lower angle when it comes to this pose, so that you look longer, right? You want to look longer, and when you look longer, you do look smaller. So you want to push your hips forward. You want to go ahead and do something like this, or you could just keep your hands like this. This looks beautiful in photos. You want to just go ahead and do like this, or you can look down at the person who's taking those photos, because like I said, you want to get a lower angle, and this just creates like an elongated body. You know, if you have a shorter torso, this angle will probably be best for you because it'll make your torso look a lot longer. Pose number 9, I know I said that I wouldn't be turning around much, but I'm going to be turning around for this one. Not all the way, because you kind of want to just give your booty a little tooch, right? And then you want to just go ahead and turn and look. You can look off the shoulder. Like I said, this is creating angles as well. It's giving your booty some attention as well. It's giving your arm some attention, and notice that my arm is still away from my body always. It's never pressed against it, because it's going to make your arm look even larger. So you always want to make sure your arm is away from your body if that is something that you are concerned with. So you can either have your arm down here just to cover up your tongue, or you could just have it up here resting, right? But you just want to look over your shoulders. This is like a that girl pose. Like, yeah, I know I'm that. Yeah, I saw you looking. Yeah, are you still looking? Oh, are you going to come over here and say something? You know, that type of thing. You know, you just want to go ahead and let the people know that you know you that girl. And you're not afraid to let people know about it, okay? Okay, so we got to get down a little low for this one. So you're going to separate your legs like this, right? Right? And you're going to put your arm over your bum like this. I mean, over your stomach. You're going to put your arm over your stomach like so. Or you can do it this way as well, depending on which side you think is more flattering. You want to make sure that this leg is a little more out. If it's in, oh, you want to make sure that this leg is a little more out and push your body to the back, right? Or do it like this and make sure this leg is like this. But you always want to go ahead. Oh, wait, you want to say hi? Say hi, Royce. Say hi. Okay, now go. But you always want to make sure that your weight is in the back and that your hands is either covering here and your right. Okay, this is very hard for me. I don't do this pose. My knees are bad. I'm a little bit old. But if that's something that you want to do, go ahead and do it. So guys, that is the end of this video. If you guys like these kinds of videos, go ahead and hit subscribe and like this video so that I know that you guys like this and I can keep producing this type of content. I love you guys so much, and please remember that behind every open and closed door, there's always a new opportunity. So keep grinding, sis, and you'll get to where you need to be. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye-bye.